I took them all off.
Are you streaming it so you can?
It's streaming now. Okay. Yeah. But it's public, so I'm wondering if I should make it on this. I made everything private because of everything going on. But things stopped for real and that. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? So, believe I'm streaming. Oh geez, I need to put the mic on. Okay. Oh my goodness. I just saw my face. I was like, oh god, I'm listen to my face.
People don't care.
I do.
They just want their reading.
I know, but I'm a sure person, and I don't care what I look like. I like the videos that the new app that the
oh yes where they make you have makeup on.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like a
So my favorite thing about Instagram is that I don't have to put makeup on anymore. Look, I can be a hot Instagram model and you should see what I really look like. Love ya.
Instagram was it's Instagram or TikTok or something like that. Yeah. It's like both of those. It's some app that I was told to download. It like totally like brushes up what you look like. You can put makeup on. And then after you do the video, you can go in and like make your face skinnier, color eyes. Okay, so when you're clearing your house, guys, you're supposed to kind of like not think about like anything when you're lighting the thing, because if you're thinking about like, I need to protect myself, I need to like shield myself, then like anything that you would need to shield yourself from is coming in to get you. Not to scare the crap out of you or anything, but it's like anything that you're thinking that you need protection from is going to come in, and everything that you need protection from is inside of you. Now, if you're living a 4D reality, a 5D reality, there is going to be stuff outside of us because we're all our own like sovereign individual beings living in this reality, but we're like creator beings. So we're going to create whatever we think of immediately. So rather than being like all, oh, Lord, summoning the guides and this and that and all that stuff, we're actually going to do a class where we get introduced to our new guides, because everyone has new guides now. And if you're calling in your old guides, then it's kind of like calling in the old energy. And your old guides are just like, the way I see it, they're just cells inside of our body, like programmed to teach us and guide us and lead us, which is really depressing. And I never usually share that because I think that's just depressing, because it's easier to see a person and think there's people guiding us. I mean, there are if they're dead people or like people in spirit and stuff like that, but we're in a 5D reality. Sorry, 6D. Interesting. Okay, fine. Black hat better. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of burning this, and what I'm doing here is I'm changing the frequency of the room. I'm not like summoning stuff and warding off stuff, and I'm not calling in stuff. I'm just simply changing the frequency of the room, because everything has a frequency. Every guide has a frequency. Every demon, every entity, every thought, every emotion, every feeling has a frequency. So your house will get a certain frequency, and it'll just like settle it, say like a 98.1 or whatever. So to tune into your house as a field, stuff will tune into the 98.1 or whatever. So you come in with this, and it's going to scramble the frequency. So stuff will stay away. So it'll get you to a point where you can kind of not be in the frequency of all the like negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feelings, all the thoughts, emotions, feelings people are thinking about you. The news, if you have news playing in the house, that's just a big, huge no-no. It's like, getting angry because Snooki didn't do something on, with that show. That's like the last reality show I saw. Because she didn't do this and that, because the reality shows aren't real. So people getting upset over the news and everything on TV. Jesus came in the other day and he channeled something to my dad, and they said, the reason why we call this the computer box, Jesus calls the computer box, and the TV box.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the computer box. So it's because it puts you in a box. You live in that reality. You're literally living in the reality that's created inside the TV. Everything that comes out in the computer, you're in that reality. None of it's real outside of it. And so what makes life real is your emotions and feelings. And so if something isn't necessarily happening directly to you and you're just like being nosy and being a gossip and, you know, watching all the stuff outside because you're bored with your life, which everyone is because of COVID, it's investing your emotions and time and energy into something that, you know, you don't even know if it's true. The people don't know you, you'll never know them. You know, we're wanting to know, are we going to be safe? And so people are looking out at the news to see like, oh, how many COVID cases and this and that. But it's like that there is fear because we all have intuition, we all have a knowing whether we're going to be okay or not. And I know that like recently Erin has her dog that's been sick, and so she's like, I can't tune into it, I can't muscle test, I can't get like a correct answer. And I understand that when you're in fear, you're talking to the, you know, wrong God, you're talking to the other guy, you know, the basically the God of most of the religions and God of the earth, God of the 4D reality, which is Satan. So that's awesome, right? Actually, no, I just said it's actually Remiel. Remiel. Waiting for Bill to log in.
Log in.
Readings, maybe?
No, it says it's not working.
If not,
Oh, look.
It turned out to be reading without the S.
Oh, thank you.
Remiel is both a fallen watcher and an archangel in the apocryphal book of Enoch. Remiel means thunder of God from the Hebrew elements Ra'am and El, God. Remiel is Lucifer. Awesome. What is Remiel, angel of? He's mentioned in 2 Barak, where he presides over the visions and is listed as one of the 7 holy angels in Enoch. Ramiel is the archangel of hope. He's credited with 2 tasks. He's responsible for divine visions and he guides the souls of the faithful into heaven. So he kills people, guides them into heaven. Ramiel. You're saying he's the god of the earth, of the 4D earth. So what happened to Lucifer? Got fired?
There's someone more powerful than him.
No, Lucifer ascended.
What?
Oh, that's the whole the fake reality they're creating. They created like a fake reality that all the beings that were in the 4D that would have gotten like swallowed up into nothingness because the other side is going away. They made like a fake reality and are using everyone's fear to power it. So he's living in it as like 90,000 people. So is that reality here on Earth? Like, no, that Earth. Okay, I hate when they do that because that's just so ungrounded and lame sounding. No, it's the other Earth. No, we're all on the same Earth. Peter's tiny. He's like, actually, that's not true. There's 7 Earths. So 7 ways of looking at life. It says no, 7 Earths. Okay, I'm not getting into this. I'm just gonna wait for people to log in and I'm gonna go put some eyeliner on. I will play a song. So you guys get a glass of water. So like I said, the burning of the sage and the Palo Santo or whatever, that was Palo Santo, just don't think of anything. Just burn it, run it through the house like a little bit. Don't hot box the place like I just did. I burned it way too much because I was talking and like looking at the flame while I'm tranced by it. But just burn it and just know that the place is clear. Does it feel clear? It's clear. Now that called Lucifer and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw a big wave of water come in. I don't know. I just saw it coming from over there, and I never see stuff coming from the left. I think that I'm reversed now. I think it's everything that's good is over there and everything that's bad is over there. No, good is up there, bad is down. So Peter's bad. He's not bad. We'll have to do a class on identifying our new guides, because that's actually pretty interesting. I haven't really looked at things from this perspective because I haven't done readings with groups before. Okay, Susie just signed up a minute ago.
Yeah.
Okay. For 1:30 or after 2. Okay, so get a glass of water, guys, and you don't have to sage your house or anything like that. I was just showing you guys kind of like the new way of doing it, because setting the intention is kind of like calling it in. So I was just told this because I haven't saged for ages, and Janice came over the other night and had the girls, and one of her girls is like super strong medium, and I think that just, you know, like kids in general are attached to different things. So like when they left, I felt like I was like, they're shoulder to shoulder in here, and like
Wow.
Buddy and Madison were like flipping out and like and acting all crazy and stuff like that. But she's lucky she has Janice for a mom. Dude, like her higher self just showed and said, I'm not a medium. I have a channel like you. I was like, okay. I was like, well, you're lucky you have Janice and mom. I didn't realize I said it out loud. You want my phone? Here.
Okay.
Right there. Yay, Marla is on the loose. I love it when Marla has my phone. It's been a long time. Okay, so let me just run to the restroom really quick. I was gonna play a song, but I got learned out to run everything on my computer, and it just decided to didn't work. But I planned. You know, broken. So, you love it. No, I don't. Right now, I'm like, okay, do it, pay like $500. Usually when it's like, when it happens is when people pay a ton of money to come to a class, and I'm like already, and then everything breaks down. Like they're helping me practice. So in addition to helping me practice, you're helping me get the electronics down so they don't do this when I'm having like a class where it's like everyone's sitting there waiting. I know you guys are waiting and I respect your time, but this just happens. So anyway, the water I want you guys to get is I want you guys to just journal, and I want you guys to write down 4 shapes. Like just draw them. If you have colored markers, you can draw them. So like I get like a my printer's like come in. He's excited when you walk by. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a purple marker, or no, I want green. So I have a green marker because the first shape I saw in my head was a green triangle. I'm just going to draw a green triangle. So just draw a shape, and if you don't have the color, just, you know, write the color that you're seeing. I'm seeing a red circle for me. A yellow, like 4-sided star. And then for me, I see a blue, not a square, but a cube, like an actual cube. And then pink heart. I see, it's the final shape. There's the 4 shapes, and then you're gonna draw a pink heart or just draw a heart, whatever that you want. I'm gonna tune it just for this video. So you don't need like the coaster because it's gonna be my new book. So should I tell you that? I'll wait a second before I tell you guys what the shapes mean because I don't know if they are either. I don't write neat. I'm the guides in my field, but I can't write neat. Maybe doctors or channels. Hopefully they write so forward. Oh, cool. And then that one's that. That one's that. And that one's that. And that's so I'll show you guys what they are after you draw your shapes. Don't draw them, you don't need to draw the same shapes as me. But just draw those 4 shapes, and then I want you guys to just write like whatever words come to your mind. Write them next to the shapes. So like darn it, now I know what they mean. Shapes before, after. Write the shapes. Okay, so you guys just need to write what you want to release from your life. Not what you want, but what you want to release. And after you write that, write down like 3 things that you would want in your life right now. If you want to, like I said, sense intention for that, because the grounding exercise we're going to do, we're going to use a glass of water. You're going to take the, after you do the little exercise, you're going to take the water. We're going to run the shapes through the water and set it on the heart that we drew for a minute, and you're going to drink it and clear. So we just need to program the water though, because since we don't have the books that have the program covers on them. And then you guys can use that over like the next week, and if you guys want to actually like share if anything shifts for you or whatever, then maybe we can put like the testimonial in the book. We're almost done writing it. And go run to the bathroom and you guys do that exercise. So 4 shapes. These are mine. Oh my god. This was way too soon. Okay. It's empty. Like I'm so weird. Add no zooming on your screen to see what I wrote here. Will you hold it? This is the good one. Kids are like there we go. Kids are like taking pictures of themselves, like looking like a GIF or whatever, like they're actually at school, but they're not. Really smart enough to do that. Okay, so write your 4 shapes and your phones. Hey. What? Jeff. Oh, it's not Jeff. Alrighty, I'll be right back. I just need to make sure that I do Donna's at 30 or after 30. And everybody else is after for all we did our VIPs. Which I didn't know we were gonna have.
So Donna's gonna have log in at 2:30.
Donna said she sent something for like 3 hours.
Oh.
But I'll make her schedule prior to 1:30 or after.
Oh, okay.
I just told her. Sorry.
Are you on mute?
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be doing start doing the coaching program, and that's why I kind of have Marla here. After I do the reading, what I'll do is I'll pass you off to Marla, and then you can she can answer, she can translate the channel. So I'll probably be like blah 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 blah. Let's leave you at that. And then then Marla can chat with you just for a second, make sure that everything is clear, and if you have any brief questions, you can do that. Marla and I are starting to do healings together again. We did one the other day. It was fun. I missed it. And like I've always said, Marla's the best healer I know. I don't know why. I'll say the best medium. No, really, I really don't know how the hell you're the best healer I know. I really don't know how she's done it, but she doesn't even come to meditation. Hey, you know what? Maybe you go thoughts in her head. She's dumb. I'm kidding.
At the 3D level.
She's so 3D. She writes me and she goes, I love, or she says, first of all, F you, you effing B, I hate you. And okay, now that we got the cut downs out of the way, now you're listening. Because I respond to criticism more than compliments.
I wanted to encourage you, but I had to cut her down first.
Yeah, so she cut me down first, and I was like, I'm listening. So I read it, and she said that she was proud of me for being grounded and present with my family and actually talking about something other than spiritual, other dimensions. And I was like, you know what, that's true. I've been so ungrounded for so long. I don't know if you guys feel like you've been ungrounded, but it's being grounded and being back in this reality is so nice. And I feel you know what, actually the guides are saying the people that were ungrounded, in the spiritual false reality of whatever they chose to make it, are the ones that kind of fell into the news reality. Because it's easier than being in their own reality, easier than looking at their own reality. Anyone here guilty of being a news addict? Just curious.
I hated it. I mean, I couldn't. It bothered my core.
Yeah,
I had to leave the room. I couldn't.
So I figured out how Trump is fake. Remember how I said that there's 4 or 5 Trumps? There's a girl named you guys look her up. Her name is Michaela, Mikala. And Anya and her little junior high friends are all they're robots. They're built for as sex slaves for the Illuminati, and then they escaped, and now they're pop stars. There's 3 of them. One of them's worn a mask since 2018. He's never shown his mouth. And Anya and I too were ooh, that's Lucifer or something like that. We were all tripped out by him. The girl is super cute, whatever. And then there's another girl. So they're both singers. They make music, whatever. I was some publicity stunt by some record company. So I met with someone who works in production the next day. Remember that meeting I was nervous for? And we were talking about virtual reality and everything. He goes, oh no, he says, they're not robots. He says, they're real people. He says, they're synthetic beings. He says, on the movie screen. So they have lives. They build a story plot around them, and then they have Instagram pages and they have all this stuff, but they're just actors. He says they'll replace actors and actresses very soon.
Oh,
there will be no need for actors and actresses because they have these synthetic beings that they can just create on TV and either make it look like another person, but it's like a really high-tech cartoon. So it looks like a real person. Let me show you her real quick. So I was watching a video of Donald Trump last night that my dad had sent over to me, and I was like, that's not Donald Trump. It's not his energy. That's just not him. He was it's the calm before the storm. And I was like, that is a robot or a clone. I used to say they were clones or whatever. They're not. They're just created animations. I've finally figured it out. I was like, oh my God, I finally figured it out. They're not cloning them physically. It's just if they made an animation of me and made me say whatever they wanted me to say. I think Britney Spears is one of those too.
Well, they probably cloned me because I sent my DNA into.
No, it's not really cloning. It's not really cloning. It's just if they drew a really good picture of you and animated you on the screen.
Oh, CGI almost.
And I hate guns. I would never endorse hunting. I'm Marla Anthony.
You know that would be fair.
Sure.
You know that would be fair.
So it's like, but I mean, like, it's like they can make you say whatever they want to, and people are dumb enough to be like, oh, that's really her talking.
Oh, I see.
But people are like, oh, it's a stand-in, or it's this or that. No, it's now that I know that they have the actually like the technology to do it, they don't need like stand-ins or anything. They just animate it on the screen.
Oh.
Pop star robot. And there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, Miquela.
Oh, how weird. See? Doesn't she look real? Yeah. It's almost like a video game kind of character,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But I mean, they have like real people interviewing her and stuff. So what they're interviewing basically is the green screen.
Oh.
But I mean, she has a family. She's like, I have memories. I remember my father and my mother because they implanted them in me. She's like, you'll never understand. She's like, because you're not a robot. Like, so they literally are saying she's a robot and she makes music and all this stuff. And then she's got that's flesh. It looks like flesh. It looks like a real person. So how are they not doing that with politicians?
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder if it's all animation or if that's just her, like, you know, imposed into it or whatever, put into it. But yeah, so anyways, that's my theory about the media. And I know it's true because like doesn't it feel true, guys? Feels true, right? I mean, it's easier than believing in freaking something crazy as like clones and stuff like that. Like,
That's why I would move to Scotland and just be a sheep farmer.
Sheep farmer.
Yeah.
What was that movie where the guy loved the sheep too much? There's a Japanese pop star that's totally synthetic, but they're not synthetic. They're like not physically synthetic. Like they're literally like a cartoon created. The 3 things that are the things you want to release. And then what you're going to do is when you really like write down the 3 things you want to release, and then we're going to do the meditation. You're just going to run those shapes that you just drew like through your glass of water. So get a glass of water that's like you know 4 to 8 ounces of water, preferably in a clear cup. If not, that's fine. And you're going to set your piece of paper down.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to whistle that from over there. All right, so let's do that. I'll play the music from here. Poochie is so happy. I get sad when she doesn't bark because she's like, I don't know if she's losing her hearing or she's just not as excited about every single thing that walks through the door anymore. She's just tired. Oh, Poochie. So let's do it. Let's call in our new guides in this meditation. That's good. With the water, it's really easy. You just write the 3 things you want to let go of. So it would be like fear, anger, sadness, or like I want to let go of a relationship, or I want to let go of debt, or I want to let go of you know anxiety, or mine would probably be like the attachment to Does the sound but that's not cool. Unless Sue is here and wants to play the Wayne Dyer song. I'll stop the live stream and then restart it so that they don't have to watch all that.